Have you ever learned hundreds of English words, but when someone asks you a simple question like, "So, tell me about yourself," your mind just freezes? You have all the pieces, all the vocabulary, but you don't know how to put them together to form a simple sentence. It's a frustrating feeling, and it stops so many of us from speaking. What if I told you that you can build almost any simple sentence you need, using just 3 powerful essential keys? Welcome back to Day 3 of the 10-Day English Challenge with AI. I'm your host, Scarlett. Yesterday, you did an amazing job setting up your personal English gym. Today, it's time for our first real workout. We are going to build the most important part of your English knowledge, the foundation. Our mission for Day 3 is simple but powerful. First, we will master the 3 most essential sentence structures in English: I am, I have, and I like. Second, we will learn 10 key vocabulary words that you can use in your daily conversations. And finally, we will understand the most basic rule of English grammar: the simple subject plus verb structure. By the end of this episode, you will be able to introduce yourself and talk about your life with confidence. Part 1. The 3 essential keys. Let's start by talking about why these 3 small phrases are so important. Think of I am, I have, and I like as the 3 essential keys to unlocking basic English conversation. Almost everything you want to say about yourself can be started with one of these 3 keys. The first key, I am, is for your identity and your state. It's how you tell people who you are, where you are from, what you do, and how you feel. It's the key to your description. The second key, I have, is for your possessions and relationships. It's how you talk about the things and the people in your life. It's the key to your world. And the third key, I like, is for your preferences and hobbies. It's how you share your personality, your passions, and what makes you happy. It's the key to your character. When David, from our story on Day 1, started practicing with his AI companion, these were the first sentences he learned to build. He didn't start with complicated grammar. He started with the foundation, and that is exactly what we are going to do today in our English gym. Part 2. Your first workout. Practicing with AI. It's time to open your personal English gym. Go to Gemini or ChatGPT, whichever tool you chose yesterday. Remember to start with a friendly prompt to get your AI ready. You can type, "Hello. Please act as a friendly English tutor. I want to practice basic sentences today." Now, let's practice with our first key, I am. We use this to talk about ourselves. I want you to try typing these sentences into the chat, but use your own information. You can start with your name. I am your name. You can say where you are from. I am from your country or city. You can say your job. I am a student. Or, I am an engineer. You can also describe how you feel. I am happy. Or, I am excited to learn English. Go ahead and try to write 2 or 3 I am sentences about yourself now. Excellent. Now let's pick up our second key. I have. We use this to talk about things we possess or people in our lives. For example, you can talk about your family. I have one brother and two sisters. You can talk about pets. I have a small dog. You can talk about your job or studies. I have a busy job. Or, I have a lot of homework. You can even use it for things you can't see, like, I have a question. Try to write 2 or 3 I have sentences in the chat now. Tell your AI tutor about your life. Fantastic work! Now for our final key of the day. I like. This is how we share our interests and make connections with people. You can talk about your hobbies. I like music. Or, I like reading books. You can talk about food. I like pizza. You can also talk about activities using to plus a verb. I like to watch movies. Or, I like to walk in the park. Go ahead and practice. Write 2 or 3 sentences telling your AI tutor what you like. Just like that. You've had a simple conversation about who you are, what you have, and what you like. You have built the foundation. Part 3. How to ask for help. Your English gym is a safe place to make mistakes. But how do we learn from them? You need to learn how to ask your AI tutor for help. This is a very important skill. Let's try an experiment. I want you to type a sentence with a mistake on purpose. For example, type this into the chat. I has a cat. The word has is incorrect. Now, you can ask your AI for a correction. There are a few simple ways to ask. You can ask, is this sentence correct? Or you could be more specific. Can you correct my grammar in this sentence? My favorite way to ask is this one. Please correct this sentence and explain my mistake in a very simple way. When you ask this, the AI will do 2 amazing things. First, it will give you the correct sentence. I have a cat. Second, it will give you a simple explanation, like, we use have with I, you, we, and they. We use has with he, she, and it. This is how you learn. You try. You make a mistake. You ask for a simple correction and explanation. And you understand. There is no judgment, only helpful feedback. This is how you use your AI gym to become more confident. Part 4. Language focus. Alright, let's move on to our language focus for day 3. We'll start with our 10 new vocabulary words. Our first word is foundation. A foundation is the basic idea or principle that something is built on. For example, these 3 sentences are the foundation of English conversation. Another example is, trust is the foundation of a good friendship. Our second word is structure. A structure is the way that parts of something are connected together to form a whole. For example, today we are learning the basic sentence structure in English. Another example is, the structure of the building was very strong. Our third word is hobby. A hobby is an activity that you do for pleasure in your free time. For example, you can use I like sentences to talk about your hobby. Another example is, my father's hobby is gardening. Next, we have to introduce. To introduce yourself means to tell someone your name and a little about you. For example, you can use I am and I have sentences to introduce yourself to your AI tutor. Another example is, let me introduce you to my friend, Maria. Our fifth word is daily. Daily means happening or done every day. For example, practicing English should become a part of your daily routine. Another example is, he goes for a daily walk in the park. The sixth word is routine. A routine is the usual order and way in which you do things. For example, my morning routine always includes a cup of coffee. Another example is, it's good to have a study routine. Our seventh word is correction. A correction is a change that is made to something to make it correct. For example, you can ask your AI to give you a grammar correction. Another example is, the teacher wrote corrections on my essay in red ink. Next, we have explanation. An explanation is a reason or a statement that makes something easier to understand. For example, a good tutor gives a simple explanation for every mistake. Another example is, I didn't understand, so I asked for an explanation. Our ninth word is essential. Essential means very important and necessary. For example, I am, I have, and I like are essential sentences for survival in English. Another example is, water is essential for life. And our final word is confident. If you are confident, you feel sure about your own abilities. For example, practicing every day will help you feel more confident when you speak. Another example is, she gave a very confident presentation. Now for our grammar focus. Today it is very simple. We are talking about basic sentence structure. Subject plus verb. In English, the most basic complete sentence has two parts, a subject and a verb. The subject is the person or thing that does the action. In all of our practice sentences today, the subject was I. The verb is the action word, or the state of being. In our sentences, the verbs were am, have, and like. Let's look at one example. I like coffee. The subject is I. I am the one doing the action. The verb is like. It is the action of liking something. Coffee is called the object. It is the thing that receives the action. Subject plus, verb plus object. This is the basic structure. Another example. I have a sister. The subject is I. The verb is have. The object is a sister. Understanding this simple structure is the first step to building any sentence in English. You now have the secret code. Part 5. Your Day 3 Challenge. You have done an incredible job today. You showed up for your workout, and you built something amazing. Let's finish up in our final part. Part 5. Let's quickly summarize what we accomplished. First, we mastered the 3 essential keys to conversation. I am, I have, and I like. Second, We learned how to ask our AI tutor for simple corrections and explanations. And finally, we understood the basic English sentence structure of subject plus verb. We also learned 10 essential words for our journey. Let's remember them. Foundation, structure, hobby, to introduce, daily, routine, correction, explanation, essential, and confident. Today, you didn't just learn a few phrases. You learned how to build. Every great house starts with a strong foundation, and you have laid yours today. Be proud of that. Now, it's time for your Day 3 challenge task. Your mission is this. Have a 5-minute conversation with your AI tutor using only sentences that start with I am, I have, and I like. Try to tell your AI 5 to 10 things about yourself. After you have completed your 5-minute workout, come back to the comments and write, Day 3 complete. I built my foundation. Thank you for your hard work in Day 3. You are building momentum. Tomorrow, on Day 4 of our challenge, we are going to expand our toolkit. We will learn how to ask questions, so you can turn your simple statements into a real, two-way conversation. You don't want to miss it. If you laid your foundation today, show your support with a like. It helps more learners find our challenge. Share this video with a friend who is starting their English journey. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're ready to build on this foundation in Day 4. I will see you tomorrow for Day 4. Keep up the great work.